Welcome to Business Over Borders. I'm your host, Leo Tucker, and I'm joined today by the head of sales here at Reach, Cayleigh Palen. Cayleigh, welcome to the show.
Hi, lovely to be here.
Are you ready to talk about shopping generally and Black Friday more specifically?
I love shopping, so I'm glad I was invited.
All right. So what's going on with Black Friday? Like that's changed a bit now, because I know it used to just be the day after Thanksgiving. And that was it. And it's grown, in a lot of ways, include like Cyber Monday and everything. But what have you seen?
It's a little crazy because you have Black Friday, you have Cyber Monday, you now have Prime Day, you now have Prime Day 1, Prime Day 2, Prime Day 3. It really has like gone away from being like a single day. Although I think that single day still holds a lot of like significance. I think Black Friday's become more of an experience. When I was a kid, it was definitely an experience. My mom would wake us up at like 4 a.m. and we would go to the town center and we would get lunch. And I think I got my ears pierced once when I was like 10 on like Black Friday. It was just like a cool thing like to go do. Then it got a little crazy where like everyone opened at like 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving and you had to basically like make Thanksgiving dinner and then be like, cool, I'm going shopping, adios. And now it's something totally different. Last year, I went Black Friday shopping. So I got up and it was so funny as we were going down the aisles, we would see things. We'd be like, oh my God, it's a great idea. And we put it in the cart. And then we'd take 2 steps and we'd pull out our phones and we'd like see if we could get it on Amazon or like we'd see how much it costs online. And by the time we left Home Depot, we ordered all, I think 5 items that were on our cart online from online retailers and put everything in our cart back.
So that was your Amazon window shopping was there at the Home Depot, just like rant.
It's crazy. It's like having the experience of physically shopping, but not doing it because you get a better deal or a better sale online. And I think online retailers, it's kind of funny, right? Because they can offer these deals. They have less overhead with like a building, a store, whatever. But you combine both experiences, which sounds ridiculous, but I did, where I had that experience of going Black Friday shopping and saw what I wanted, but I got a better deal by like keeping it online.
That's great. I know that experience firsthand very well of going into a store and being really excited to buy LED light bulb, we'll say this time. And I got my light bulb. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go check this out. I'm like, maybe I'll just take a look at old Amazon here and see if I can get it cheaper. And sometimes I'll get $10 off, or sometimes I'll just order it from there. Or if they're out of stock, like that's the way. It's like I'm shopping twice.
But it really matters. Like I said, like online retailers have more leeway, I think, with their pricing and their margins and their sales because they don't have like that overhead of having a store or having an entity or having set up operations. So you do get things less expensive. And while $10 is $10 across 10 items, you've just saved $100 by taking it online, right? But I think the sales have gotten more aggressive too, because there's so much competition out there. If you wanted to target like especially American consumers, like you had to have a Black Friday sale. You had to have some kind of Black Friday special.
I mean, I remember Black Friday sales being a thing for a long time, but the Cyber Monday thing, I feel is newer than that. Do you remember when that came out, when it was like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, get your latest digital deals kind of thing? Like, when did that come about?
I feel like it came about when brick and mortar retailers really wanted to like extend the day. And so they would have online only sales for Cyber Monday and then their brick and mortar sales on Black Friday. So I think it stemmed from that, right? It was like, hey, we got so much business on Friday. Let's make it 2 days, right? So it's always going to be an extension of wanting to like pump up that like fear of missing out on like this big sale situation. And in today's, inflation issues and like tight economy, it matters. Now, and I think another thing with holiday shopping is it's discretionary spending, a lot of it, right? It's not stuff any of us need necessarily. So if we feel like we're getting a good deal, a lot of it's psychological, right? You feel like you're getting a good deal on something you've been wanting, but haven't wanted to spend the money on. And suddenly it's on sale for 25% off. You're just like, you know what? It pushes that envelope, right? To convert on buying it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Black Friday and Cyber Monday are all really important kind of quasi holidays for consumers, but for businesses, That's a huge deal. I mean, that's livelihood. That's marketing at the right time. That's pricing appropriately. Let's talk about this from the perspective of the business owners.
Yeah.
So selling, on Black Friday, like what kind of things can they look to do to improve sales and get the most out of that?
Yeah. I mean, retailers have a hard job going or planning holiday shopping season. I mean, you're going up against mammoths, right? You're going up against Amazon. You're going up against, these big companies that have been around forever. Like, how do you differentiate yourself? And I think there's really two probably main focuses, right? One being marketing, how you're marketing your business leading up to holiday shopping season, what channels you're using for that marketing. You've got crazy stuff now like TikTok Shop and Instagram and all that stuff, right? So targeted ads are huge, but also seizing on the opportunity to really create a sense of savings and a sense of missing out. Even as a consumer myself, if I see something again that I've wanted for a while that's on sale, that is that extra push. But also, competing when it comes to shipping times, when it comes to payment methods, when it comes to the checkout experience, right? If you make it very easy for me to say, oh, I see this on sale, and then 30 seconds later, I'm like, cool, bought, right? Whether that be Shop Pay, PayPal, Amazon Pay, some kind of instant Apple Pay, right? Where I don't have to go get out of my seat, think about what I'm about to buy as I walk to probably my car to pull my purse out to get my card and give me that extra 5 minutes to be like, well, do I really need this? Because chances are I probably don't. It's really about instant, the need for instant gratification, which is not great in consumerism, but it's realistic, right? When you're buying something, you want that instant, cool, I bought it. I decided I want it. I got it. Retailers really need to focus on how to catch the attention of customers, especially when there's so many players out there trying to do that. Black Friday is just such a great opportunity for that.
Yeah, so you mentioned making it as simple as possible, and we've talked about in previous episodes reducing the friction, which is just a fancy term for having as few clicks and things you have to type to buy something. If I see that online, I want to click buy now. If I can go to Apple Pay and just literally have it look at my face and approve it, and then they send it to my house, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you're an online retailer and your checkout is literally like someone has to physically enter their card number and you aren't offering like frictionless payment options, your conversion's got to suffer. I mean, it's got to.
So let's talk again about from the perspective of the retailer participating in these big sale events. What can they look at retroactively to know that they've been successful?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple measures of success, right? When you do your kind of post-holiday audit, obviously there's the amount of sales you did. A lot of online retailers that I've talked to, right, the last 4 months of the year are like 50% of their revenue. And so they can look at a couple things. Obviously sales. Did we do a lot of sales? But at the end of the day, how many sales did you miss out on, right? What was your conversion? And really looking back at maybe what caused your conversion not be as high as you thought it would, right? You can have a lot of sales, but you would have a lot more sales if your conversion was 90% as opposed to 70%. Yep. And we touched on a couple things on why that would dip, right? Having friction at the checkout, having friction with payments, having friction with shipping, right? People want things relatively quickly. If you don't have your operations together and you're either charging a ton for shipping or your shipping times are 14 days and we're got a hard deadline at Christmas, your conversion will suffer. So that's kind of a big one. What was your conversion? You did a lot of sales, but it would have been great if you did 20% more because you offered quick Apple Pay or 2-day shipping or free shipping, right? So that's probably a major one. Second is your costs, right? What was the real return on your investment when it came to marketing or shipping or processing fees or overhead in that way, right? Those are all ramped up during the holiday season. So it's always good to do a post-holiday audit, right? Where can I do better next year? Holidays are every year. So you start planning ahead. Where can I cut costs a little bit in my overhead costs? How can I improve my shipping times? How can I improve my conversions? Really looking at each of these factors to just be better next year. right? But yeah, I tend to reach out to retailers a lot around January, February. Everyone's coming down off the holiday shopping. And I always encourage or bring up post-holiday shopping audits. That's what I call it, to really see how you did, right? And where you could do better, because we can always do better.
Absolutely. Well, I'm pretty excited about the upcoming sales to have. Do you have anything in mind you're looking to get? Anything you're eyeing?
I don't know. No, see, I'm more of an impulsive shopper.
It's all impulse, isn't it? Just that end cap right before you get in there. It's all Snickers and
there's a bunch of stuff out there I don't even know I want yet that I am primed to find out.
I like that. There's so many things out there I don't even know I want yet.
I know.
Cayleigh, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was good to chat with you.
Yeah, awesome. Always a pleasure, Leo.
All right. Well, if you found this to be interesting, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to us. And if you want to see what else we got coming, hit that little bell and we'll let you know when the next thing comes out. Talk to you soon.
Brought to you by the Reach Network. Visit withreach.com/network for more.